Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jordan Clarkson.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
So here's Miami's starting group. Powell is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's MP in at the 1. And for New York, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Gershon Yabusele. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And always trying to find new ways to help his team, MP has zeroed in on winning his personal matchup each game.
What more can be said about MP's effect on this team? He takes each individual matchup as a personal challenge, and he's been winning those head-to-head battles. So their opponents have to run extra guys at him, which makes life easier on his teammates. It all works together, and that's why this team is so tough to beat.
Well, we're starting to creep, Clark, towards the midway point of the season. Isn't it amazing how fast this season can go by? You and I look at each other and say, wow, can't believe we're already here.
Well, you know, Kevin, I think it's a function of us getting older, if you will. They say time seems to move faster the older you get. But clearly it's the same for the players as far as how fast the season goes. Opening night happens, and then before you know it, the All-Star game is coming up, and then you get to the backside of that, and it's usually all downhill to the playoffs and beyond.
And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. Fires from deep. Drops in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's MP. Coming off a stellar performance against Boston. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Yabusele. Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. It's stolen by Adebayo. Powell against Anunoby. Powell kicks to Hero. Now Jaquez. Back to Hero. And a miss there on the triple. So Clark, thinking back to the playoffs last year, coming to this building in New York, those crowds were loud. Wow.
They were, boy, Kevin, they were loud, they were engaged. The Mecca felt like it did back in the 90s. I mean, it's always fun when this place in Manhattan is rocking.
Connects again from distance.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him as they have all season long.
And GA, with his performance, he is now tied for second for most threes in a season.
A mark set by James Harden in 2019. That's 378 triples shared for now.
Anunoby has the open look. No good on the 3.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Back to MP. Pass to Adebayo. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Bird. Good! Another from 3.
And that 3-pointer pushes him further up the all-time ladder.
He does indeed, Greg. And the next mark on his list is the top spot. What a season to remember.
And that top mark is owned by Steph Curry. 402 triples set back in 2016. But for now, a new mark for second place.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Anunoby. And Miami with a change here, too. Mitchell's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to
I'm up.
First quarter, and the Heat with some changes. Khalil Ware's checked in for Adebayo. Wiggins comes in for Jaime Jaquez. And MP subbed in for Tyler Hero. Wiggins outside. And here's Bird from the arc. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
MP's been the catalyst for them tonight. Solid leadership from this young man.
They've got OG Anunoby. Also, Landry Shamet is out there. Mikal Bridges out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Kolek in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. The Heat trail by 7. Down low. Powell outside. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6. And here's Bird for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Anunoby. To the right side. Here's Kolek. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Wiggins passes to Mitchell. Now here's Powell. MP outside. The Heat need to get a shot off. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Bridges with the board.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Clark, one of the better two-way wings in the NBA, Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's a versatile defender. Has really improved offensively recently, in my estimation. Was second in Defensive Player of the Year voting one time. And over time, like I said, I think he's really added to and rounded out his offensive game.
Here's Kolek, covered by Mitchell. Pass to Bridges, trying to get something going. New York missing again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
To the paint. It's tipped. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. And this gives us a moment now to show you the rookies with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. MP is number 1. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. And this team is in the middle of an astonishing 28-game winning streak. Yep, 28. No matter when it finally ends, this will have been a historic run for them.
Guys, I tell you what, they're playing some of the best basketball that I've ever seen. I mean, they look virtually unbeatable. The key now is they continue to try to strive for consistency, to be ready to handle whenever the next loss does come up. That's going to be the key, bouncing back when they do have somebody in this streak.
Clarkson looking for an opening. And no good. Great D that time from Hero. Here's Miami now. This run now up to 13-2. And it's Wiggins missing. New York's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Robinson misses. The Heat with the lead. On the wing, MP. Brunson covering. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul for the Knicks. Yershani Abusele comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Bridges in for Clarkson. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for the Heat. Powell comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Here's Brunson. Brunson with the defense all over him.
I love the low simmer fire that Brunson plays with. He seems never to be out of control or over emotional. And when he goes inside, he's prepared to fight.
A three from MP. Nailed from three-point land. Bird's got 12 points now in the quarter. Knicks trail by 4. Towns looking around. Out to the wing. Jaquez with the steal. MP with it. Bridges covering. Powell for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
To the middle. Here's Yabusele.
There you go. Bridges playing the role of facilitator. Boy, I like that.
The Heat leading by 5. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Good on the triple. Hero's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. New York has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Brunson with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's Miami holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Well, you know, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes based on anticipation versus reaction? It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Norman Powell. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Bird. And it's Hero in at the 2. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Celtics put on a show. He ended up with 59 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Anunoby kicks to Towns. Yabusele passes to Bridges. Yabusele setting a screen for Bridges. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Anunoby, no good.
Another miss, not how he wanted to start the second half.
And here is MP. He's got 27. Outside, Adebayo. To the inside. Powell kicks to Hero. Shoots over Towns. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. This one for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns, good for 3. Towns has got 13 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall. You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Out left of the wing. Left side, Towns. Over Adebayo. And Towns gets it to go. 15 points in the game.
Rolling. Towns just keeps finding opportunities to score.
Jaquez outside. Back to MP. Fires the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Knicks making a change here. Shamet's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Mitchell, he's checked in for MP. Bridges passes to Yabusele. Knicks trail by 20. Mitchell Robinson out there with Towns. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Kolek in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
A 3 ball. And that one's good, Shamet.
Hey, when that ball finds Robinson, he's looking to finish. But he was right to give it away there.
The Heat leading by 19 points. Bird looking it over. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Kolek. And that one hits back iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Kolek. Pass to Shamet. For 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. MP kicks to Ware. And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. MP's got 9 points now in just the second half. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness
to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Bird. From deep. And the Heat, another three.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Clarkson on the wing. Robinson sets a screen for Clarkson. Driving inside. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And here's MP for three. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 39.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Robinson kicks to Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. 18 points for Mikal Bridges.
After 1-3 in the first half, there's his second right there.
And it's Fontecchio in the corner. Pass to Wiggins. Back to MP. Fires the three. Good, another from three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Inside. That's his sixth field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And so Bird will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Now Ware. Guarded by Robinson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Bird outside. And the Heat, another three.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world, so there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
No problems knocking that one down.
As you'd expect from Brunson, he makes a smart play. He's got great instincts as a basketball player and floor general.
MP outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 5 assists in the game. The Knicks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Bridges dishes to Robinson. Out to Brunson. And another three from New York.
Well, they hit a three at the other end, that's right. And Brunson decides, I'm giving it right back to him. Bang!
Wiggins outside. Bird outside. Pass to Larson. To the inside. Here's Ware. And he gets the bucket. Ware's got 8 points in the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
We don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Towns, he's checked in for Robinson. And Miami with a change here, too. Jovic is checked in.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Back to Bird. Jacks up a three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on MP. That's his fourth foul of the contest. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brunson outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. MP, seeing you tear up the passing lanes the way you did in the win tonight, tell us, you must have played football in high school. Cornerback?
You really got to do your homework, Dominic Hamill. I've been playing basketball exclusively since the 5th grade. I'm just a natural when it comes to picking pockets. That's it, that's all.
Understood. Thanks, MP.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.